extended furled body. So what we end up doing is we're going to cut the, I'll do what you guys did. I'm going to cut a length of the lime and a length of the gold. We're going to take this material and we're going to sort of cut them in half, each one. But the way to do that is not to pull from the top down. All right? So the best way to start to do this isn't to pull it down, it's to pick it out. And you have to do a little at a time. Remember, this is a very small fly. So what's that? About, we'll cut that down a little bit. And then do the same thing with the green, all right? All right. Definitely minimal is the name of the game with this pattern. Then I'm going to twist them just a little bit, put them in the vise, make sure I get a nice tight fit. Go for as tight a furl as you can get without it really kinking up. Really tight. So this fly, you start with the same tie-in position that you did with the dragonfly. That's directly behind the eye of the hook. And if you happen to have 8/0, this will really help you out tying with the small 8/0 thread on this 12. So the measurement on this is just beyond the bend of the hook.
The tail, from the head to the tail. Sorry.
The measurement is going to be, if you take the length of the hook, all I want to do is go just beyond the bend. And then I'll lock that in right behind the eye of the hook. Lock that puppy in. Right, so there you guys can get the proportions. You don't want to be longer than this. That we lock down straight behind the eye of the hook. Then I'm going to take that abdomen, pull it slightly towards me. I'm going to spiral wrap back, allowing the abdomen to go to the top of the hook. And right in front of the point, not on it, but in front of it, that's going to be where I lock down. Again, extra tight. You guys have the length. You've got the length of the fuzzy bug material. We're going to add that in right now. We're going to tie in the fuzzy bug right back here. I'll really lock that in. Let me just put that there just for now.
Oh, fuzzy bug. That's the...
Yeah. Yep. And then we're going to move our thread forward.
And bring it up.
So now go ahead and wrap that body and wrap it tight. One in front of the other.
Okay.
Wrap that body tight.
We're bugging out on you, buddy. You're getting left behind.
Literally, huh?
Yeah, we bugged out on him.
Literally bugging out on him.
Let me pull this up. Hopefully that will show. Undo that so you can see. You're just beyond the halfway point. Just beyond halfway right here. So now what we're going to do, you've got that Swiss straw. If you've never worked with it before, let me open it up and show you. You pull it open. But I just want a very small wing coming off of that. So I'm just going to pull off, I'll show you the cut that I usually make. Just try and get it so you can see it. Does that give you proportions wise? Now just fold that piece in half. and just put that puppy right in so that it is over the bend of the hook. I'll put it in first and you'll see where I come up. It's a pinch wrap that locks that into place. And just cut off the excess up front. Lock that in.
Right. Yeah, did you cut up about an inch long?
Tie in the eyes. And the eyes are not directly behind the eye of the hook, but slightly back from that. Let me tie mine in. You'll see the placement. And slight means slight. Not way back, just slightly back. If you're going to error forward, not backward. And then go ahead and lock them in like we spoke about before. Put the little chokehold on them. Create a little dubbing loop here. And we are also going to end this one back behind like we did. So I'm making a dubbing loop, putting in the dub in here. Then I will go ahead and put my thread to the centerpiece. Alright, so we'll dub behind the eyes a little bit, in front of the eye, over the eye, and behind the eye. And we are there. We'll lock it off.
Wow, that looks pretty cool.
Alright, so when you look up here, you can get, we're going to make a cap on top of the stonefly. So take the Antron material that's in front, pull it over the top tight, and tie that off. But do not cut your thread. At this point, go ahead and cut the Antron so that there's a nice little wing pad laid behind it. Now we're going to put the hackle in. And the hackle stays right around that collar where the thread wraps are. So at this point, go ahead and prepare the hackle.
Shiny side forward.
Yeah. And then go ahead and just hackle the fly. Obviously, the more hackle you put on it, the better it floats. And you're not going to put on probably more than 3 wraps of hackle, maybe 4, somewhere in there. And then one of the techniques that I do here is I walk the thread through the hackle. I walk it through, back, forth, front, back, front, back. That'll lock it in pretty good. Cut that. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. There you've
Say the
got,
shiny side.
and there you've got it. You've got a nice furled extended body little yellow Sally. Great little